Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just spent the last month reading, honestly, one of the most critically thought-provoking self-help books I've ever read before. It's called 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna Wiest. Here's just a few quotes that really stuck out to me and that I hope strike a chord with you too. Who and where will you be in 5 years if you carry on as you are right now? Additionally, imagine your life from the perspective of a person you hope to be. It will place many things back into alignment. That first quote was from chapter 13, labeled 101 Things More Worth Thinking About Than Whatever's Consuming You. After reading these quotes, I will happily admit my routines haven't changed that much because I already have been implementing powerful routines in my day. I've thought about it before, but it really puts everything into perspective when you say that everything in your future solely depends on everything you're doing now. And I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on this. Will you be the person you want to be if you carry on as you are right now? Number 2, you cannot convince someone to love you if they don't. Love is not something someone else has and you must earn. It is not something that exists outside of you. When someone doesn't want to express affection and love and to respect you, you have 2 choices. You can try to change that fact and keep yourself stuck, or you can keep giving love, which will let you move on. It's far more important to be the one giving the love than receiving it. If you go on living as though other people are required to give you love, you will never actually experience it. I will admit, I've spent a lot of time convincing people to love me who don't. When I think of my past relationships or friendships, I become consumed by the chase and the idea of them finally liking me back. I trick myself into thinking it's just around the corner, but it wasn't. It never was. These people just simply didn't like me back. And I tried so hard to convince them otherwise, bending over backwards for someone that wouldn't do the same for me. That made me so frustrated, as if love should be reciprocated. The more you put in, the more you'll get out, no matter what. But when the person isn't even absorbing any of your love or appreciation in the first place, then you will literally get nothing in return but a headache and a heartbreak. This has happened to me so much that when I actually have somebody that I don't have to convince to love me or chase after, they just do. I don't exactly know what to do. Has anyone else experienced the same thing? And here's a reminder to anyone that said yes to that. The best things are never forced, are never created out of ultimatums, never leave us reeling and questioning them for months or years at a time. Number 3, anxiety is a warning sign that we're too much in the past or the future, and being there is affecting how we make choices in the present. You'll need to figure out how to live in the moment, even if that seems boring, impossible, terrifying, or all 3. Anxiety stems from shame. She elaborates on this by saying you're suffering because there's nothing you can fix to make that urgent, panicked feeling go away. I'm no stranger to anxiety. I have experienced it throughout my life, and it comes in different waves. But at the end of the day, it is all due to thinking too much about my past or future, which has now become my present. In college, I used to get so anxious the night before my golf tournaments that I'd end up getting little to no sleep, then have to play at least 36 holes the next day, which for those of you that don't understand golf, that's at least 8 hours on your feet. I would constantly dread the next morning, on repeat thinking about each hole and what to avoid on it, but it ended up with me just thinking about everything that could go wrong during the round. It never occurred to me that if I was going to imagine an outcome in the future, at least make it positive. Who knows how well I would have played if I had done that instead. Number 4, realize that thoughts are illusions, but powerful ones. Take inventory of all the things you've thought and worried about that have turned out not to be real. Think of all the time you wasted preparing for outcomes that would never manifest and problems that were only in your head. Can we all just take a deep breath after reading that one? If there was a way to tattoo this across my forehead and into my brain, I would. I can't even count how many times I've convinced myself that I wouldn't be okay, but I turned out to be just fine or even better than I thought. It's like I block out all the good times as a way to selfishly feed my subconscious narratives that I'm no good. This also relates to the quote, "The mind is a wonderful servant but a terrible master," by Robin Sharma. We must learn to filter out the bad thoughts. Fortunately for you and me, a lot of those thoughts are subconscious, so it can be hard to stop them before they start. There's no way to truly avoid those bad thoughts. You'll always be able to hear them. But at the end of the day, it is your choice as to whether you will act on them or not. You can hear them, but you never have to listen to them. Here's one last thing I would like to add. Just because some of your thoughts are illusions, that doesn't mean all your thoughts are illusions. Your body whispers until it screams. Learn to listen to it while it's little. Bad feelings are not meant to be staved off. They are not meant to be inconveniencing. They are you, or something greater than you, telling yourself something is not right. The most hilariously ironic thing of life is that you have the most success doing what feels right. Following genuine happiness or internal peace is our only real responsibility. The people who love what they do are always more successful than the people who work hard to claim to. This was all just so crazy to me to realize, because you can never say you didn't see it coming with the little voices. You can just say you chose to avoid them and avoid the problem while it was small. A whisper is small, but it is trying to tell you something, and you must listen to the whisper before it becomes a scream. The scream is far more detrimental than the whisper ever could be. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped untangle a few of your thoughts mangled inside your head. I truly did enjoy the journey of reading this book, and I hope, fingers crossed, I enjoyed the journey of editing and making this video for you and for me. This book was 441 pages long, so picking just a few quotes that stood out to me was hard, but I tried my best. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Liz Maple. I love that the book is upside down in all the shots. It's fine. I really did read the book, I swear. Look at how many stickies I have. I mean, it's almost on like every page. I highlighted a lot of stuff. Pay attention to your thoughts, goddammit. Oh my gosh.